What's good, Laker fans? I'm back with another video. Sadly, the Lakers lost last night. They lost 117 to 95. It was a terrible, terrible loss. A lot of miscues and things that, were self-inflicted on the Lakers. The highs from the game, Luka had 37. Austin and LeBron didn't really do much. The Lakers played with no intent, no speed, no physicality. Like in the first quarter, you could see okay, they were locked in because Luka had a big first quarter, 16 points out the gate. He was dominating, getting mismatches with Gobert, and getting downhill, getting to the rim, doing what he wanted to do, hitting the step back three. But in the second quarter, in the second half, you could see Minnesota started to inflict their will on the Lakers. Defensively, offensively, they were getting whatever they want. The Lakers were helping a lot, way too much. Like it was one play, I'll show it in this video. What's his name? I think it was Vanderbilt or Dorian Finney-Smith. They helped off of Naz Reid while LeBron was guarding Julius Randle. That's not a situation when you have to help. You let LeBron work out and play D. It was like 6 seconds left on the clock. You just have to live with that as Julius Randle. Why are you helping off a shooter like Naz Reid to get a wide open look? Austin Reeves, he was pretty much locked up. This is why I always tell people, you have to be careful how you speak about a player. Austin Reeves is a fantastic basketball player. He's really good at what he does. But people say he's the third best option in the league. People say he's this, he's an all-star. He's a good player. He's not an all-star, and he's not the third best option in the league. He can still be a very good basketball player. But you can see when it's guys like McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, guys who can get into him and play defense, and especially in the playoffs where you can be physical, it's hard for him to create a shot because he's not a super crafty guy. He's crafty, but he's not a guy who's going to really break your ankles all the time. He's not a guy with great foot speed, so he's not faster than you, so he can struggle. Next game, I would like to see JJ help him get on the move with certain actions and certain plays or sets, so he's not just trying to break a guy down, and while the defense is it's five eyes looking at him and everybody's just standing still, it's easier to guard him that way. Like I said, Luka had a great scoring game. He was the only reason why we was really in this game. He was playing amazing offensively. On defense, he bit on way too many pump fakes. There were some shots where I was like, okay, that's just a great player. Anthony Edwards hit a big shot or a tough shot. You live with it. And also his foot speed isn't great. That's the thing about having Luka and Reeves in the backcourt to start. The defense is awful. Like they're gonna go at them every play. He needs to get more assists. Luka, I know it's kind of tough. You would think like LeBron should do the assisting since Luka's doing the scoring, but he only had one assist. He has to at least have 5+ assists because that'll show in the flow of the team. He was creating shots for guys. I'm not gonna act like he wasn't creating shots for the team. He was creating shots. It's just people weren't knocking shots down when he was creating them. Also, he got a lot of hockey assists, so that can count too. Lakers had 35 rebounds and 15 assists. That's not gonna cut it. Minnesota had 44 rebounds and 28 assists. They also won the offensive rebound battle, which is too little, just too small. LeBron shot poorly. He didn't play good. Also, I noticed he couldn't get past any of Minnesota's bigs, which was so odd. It might still be his groin injury. He's also 40 years old. It is what it is. He just has to be better. Like LeBron has to be better. He has to be more efficient. He has to come out there and score and start from the gate. Like when LeBron comes out and is playing aggressive, playing defense, playing with motor and effort, you see it trickles down to the team. Luka's our best player, but LeBron's like our I don't want to say impactful player, but he's more of like the heart and soul. When he plays good and plays hard, the team will follow in suit. The role players didn't do much at all. Rui had 9 points. He was kind of bad when it came to his on-ball. His on-ball defense was all right. Anthony Edwards made him fall a couple times, but it was more of his like off-ball defense. It was like, bro, you're rotating wrong. You're slow to rotate. You're slow to help. You're helping too much. So that's things he can be better at. Dorian Finney-Smith was bad. Dog connect play, but that was later in the game. Gabe Vincent, he didn't really do much either, and he was just out there small. Like he was small, so guys could just like kind of go at him, and he wasn't hitting shots. I think Jackson Hayes should play more, especially in this matchup where we need a big. Jackson isn't the best big in the world, but we need a big out there, and you got to play him. He's like the only serviceable big we have for real. JJ loves going small, but I think in this series you have to play Jackson way more minutes just because Jared Vanderbilt has some good effort, some good energy plays, but offensively, he didn't really do much. He's kind of scared to go up around the rim. I don't think he trusts his finishing, and he's not a shooter, so guys, they're going to leave him open. LeBron head turn. Nikhil ready to shoot. LeBron has to get there. I understand he has to help, but if his head is turned like this, look at this. The ball's already gone. And look at LeBron's head. Look at the ball. That's an in rhythm.
Randall cross court to Alexander Walker from deep.
So you got to be better there. We got to be better on stuff like that. You're helping too much. Sometimes you don't need the help. Like, you might have to let Luka go one-on-one. Like, I would rather have Randall go one-on-one with Luka. Luka hands up, don't foul. If you score, he score. Here, this is the play I was referring to earlier when I said Vanderbilt was helping off Julius Randle. It's 9 seconds on the shot clock. LeBron is guarding Julius Randle. Vanderbilt has 2 feet in the paint. I don't know why. You let LeBron work out one-on-one against Julius Randle. You live with that. You're helping off a shooter like Naz Reid. This is a walk-in 3. Mind you, the Minnesota Timberwolves are already in rhythm. They're flowing. They're scoring. It's not like they've been cold. They've just been bricking. This is a walk-in 3. Look at this.
Back out.
Naz will shoot from that deep. He will shoot from that deep.
To Reid for 3 for the lead.
That's inexcusable, bro. You just can't do that. Look at this. Look at this.
For McDaniels. 10 on the shot
Look how much he's helping right there.
clock.
He has 2 feet in the paint. He's trying to reach, so the reach is going to delay him from running out and getting a better closeout. He should just run out and close out, hands up. But you just can't help like that. I'm staying home. Stay home. Stay home on shooters. If you have LeBron guarding Julius Randle, you live with it. That's what you want. So yeah, Vanderbilt has to be better in situations like this. I think the whole team does in general. Overhelping, not knowing like, okay, this guy is guarding this guy. We can live with that. We trust our teammates on defense. Too much helping and letting guys get in rhythm and open shots. Also, another thing I would like to see is instead of Luka, Reeves, and LeBron hunting the bigs all the time, hunt guys like Mike Conley, hunt guys like Nikhil Alexander Walker, or Dante sometimes. He's not a bad defender, but he's a smaller guy. Post him up. Get through him. You're hunting Naz and Randall and Gobert. They kind of fare well against the Lakers offensive players, Naz and them. They didn't play bad. But we'll see what would happen in game 2. These are just some of my thoughts and little things that I saw that the Lakers didn't do well. They did some things well for sure. Like, they created some great looks, but they didn't play with enough intent. Like, their effort, their force. You can see Minnesota was playing hard. Like, they was not going. They was like, yeah, they're gonna fill us. Also, Minnesota played very fast. They had a lot of fast break points. The Lakers have to slow the game down. They don't want to get into a track meet with a team this young and this athletic. But these are just my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all.